This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, everybody. My name is Dr. Doug Smith. It is 2:30 on Monday, so it is time for our Monday through Thursday 2:30 podcast. This is a podcast where you will hear the science about what actually happened in the opioid crisis. And if you've been following us for a while, you know I'm deeply into writing the book. I can see the end of it. Uh, uh, Doubt I get it finished this week. It actually is if you're going to do it right, it's a time-consuming process, and I want to do this right. This is important. People are dying, and we tried to go through the FDA and get the dying to stop, and that got us nowhere. We tried to go through the CDC and get the dying to stop, and that got us nowhere. So now what we're trying to do is get to the courts and get the dying to stop by getting the actual disease, the signature disease, recognized. Um, And so the purpose of the book is to get the information out and to raise the money that we can file the first batch of mass tort lawsuits. And the hope is that people are going to want to participate. They're going to want to file a mass tort lawsuit. And the hope is that they'll help us sell the book, sell 20 books. I think I'm probably going to come out with the price of the book at $10. I want the book to be affordable for everybody. At 20 we can file more mass tort lawsuits faster, but at 10 it's more accessible for people. So sell 20 books, sell them, have an event, put them on your Facebook page, do a GoFundMe, however you want to sell 20 books. You sell 20 books. We'll help you keep track of how many you've sold, and then we'll help you file the mass tort lawsuits. We'll actually file it. We'll do the work. That's why we need the money. And one of the most important things that we'll need is to analyze your DNA and show that you have indeed been genetically damaged. I really don't want to file the lawsuits without that DNA test, because otherwise it's just he said, she said, they said. No, the science is on our side, so let's lead with the science. And as I'm going through this book, as I'm going through the process around this book, it's just amazing what has happened. The numbers are huge. I feel so badly for there's 4 million dead. We tried so hard, and as you go back and you go through, you wonder, is there more we could have done? And what more could we have done? And we have done everything we could do, and we continue to do everything we can do. I don't think we missed doing anything. I think the forces that we're up against are huge. They're massive. We put this in front of the CDC. We put this in front of the FDA. That should have been the end of the opioid crisis right there. Okay, we did our homework. We had the science. Okay, we had the adrenaline levels. We had everything, and we put it in front of the right people, and it just didn't have any impact. We were naive in a lot of ways. One of the ways that we were naive is we thought that the bureaucracies, the HHS, FDA, CDC, we thought that the bureaucracies would be part of the solution. They were not part of the solution. They were the problem. Okay, they were standing in the way of the solution. They had no interest in being part of the solution. And when the bureaucracies, didn't pull the fire alarm, what do you do? That's a real dilemma. What do you do when the CDC doesn't recognize the deadly epidemic? What do you do when the FDA doesn't recognize the genetic damage? What do you do? And you go to court. What other choice do we have? Okay, we're out of options, and going to court costs money. How do we raise the money? Well, let's write the book and get it sold. And they're all out there saying this is a brain disease. It's not a brain disease. Look at the screen in front of you. This is what the disease is. Okay, it is a dysfunction in the part of the nervous system called the autonomic nervous system. It's the part of the nervous system that oversees your organs and organ systems. That's what's on the screen in front of you, and it's divided into two sections: the parasympathetic section, which is rest and digest, and the sympathetic, which is fight or flight. And you, for those of you who have experienced the sickness, it's components of both. Okay, rest and digest. Your eyes water. Well, you lost control of the nerve controlling the mucosal glands of your eyes. Your nose runs, well, you lost control of the nerve controlling the mucosal glands of your nose. You yawn, well, you lost control of the sleep mechanism. Okay, you lose control of your bowels, and then that's the rest and digest side of things. And then on the fight or flight, you're pouring sweat, your hair's standing on end, your heart's pounding, you're breathing rapidly. It's all there, and they want you to believe that that's in your brain. That's a brain disease. No, that is not a brain disease. Okay, that is not a brain disease. Those are the symptoms of people who have been genetically damaged by the opioids. So it's an amazing story. It really is. Am I frustrated by it? No, I'm not frustrated. No, I just want to see this thing come to an end. It has to, and I can't be frustrated. There's nobody but us. We're it. There isn't anybody else. We can't rely on anybody else. It's us. And the task is on the right shoulders. We just got to see this thing all the way through. So we'll hold here for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to us. Don't forget to post this podcast on your social media, everybody else's social media. And don't forget, we'll be back here tomorrow. If you're listening to this as a recording, let us know what you think. I always like to hear back from everybody. Everybody have a great day, and we will see you back tomorrow at 2:30. Thank you.